Wisconsin Dells, and we're doing the duck tour. We're on duck number 3, so excuse the shakiness, but yeah, getting on the duck now. I'll come right back at you.
Hey guys, how many people in your group?
2.
Just 2?
Say hello.
Quick picture of you guys here.
Alrighty.
We're loading up onto the duck.
Down in front?
Sure. To the right.
To the right? To the right.
As you can see, we're in a boat, but there is no water.
Look at that. Show the machinery. I'm going to be the co-pilot.
Wisconsin was built back in March of 1944 and makes her 67 years old this year. Coming up on our left and our right-hand side, you'll see our 2 duck barns. This is where Wisconsin, along with our other 24 fully operational quackers, sleep during the summer nights and winter months. And we're now hitting the trails. The first thing you might notice out here are these big wooden towers. These are for our Bigfoot zipline course. So we just installed the thing last year. There are 6 zip lines and 4 of them do go over the water. Keep your eyes peeled, we might even see some of those zip liners on today's tour.
Oh, I think he's throwing his transmission. We're going to get in that wet stuff in a minute.
Coming up ahead of us, off to the left is a hill we're headed up. This is a hill that duck drivers like to call Sand Trap Hill. The sand on it is pretty soft, and every once in a while, ducks do get stuck on their way up. If we were to get stuck today, not to worry, we have a real simple plan to get unstuck. To do that, I would go to the very back.
Hide your camera. We're in the water. I think we need our life vest.
Welcome to Lake Delton. And we also did not run over one of our little duck traps over there. Let me just say I don't know, but... Okay. Now, when we first made it in the water, there were a couple levers I had to move around up here so that we can navigate the duck in the water. With this lever, disengaged our 6 wheels. So if you look off either side of the duck in the water, you should be able to see those 6 wheels. They're slowly sinking to the bottom.
Can't see it.
They're also attached by disengaging them. All I did is I put them in neutral, so in the water the wheels will be spinning freely, and then I'll turn them back on before we get on the land so that we can drive the duck right out. To the inside of this duck. The thick sandstone walls of Lone Rock act as insulation, and it keeps it about 15 to 20 degrees cooler in there on hot summer days. Because of this, the Native Americans that used to inhabit the area, the Ho-Chunk, they used to use Lone Rock as a natural refrigerator where they could keep their meats, fish, and ice cream sandwiches. Oh, in just a moment, this is kind of neat. Off to the left, through this opening just past that little shrub, you'll be able to see all the way through Lone Rock to the other side. And here it is. So if you look off to the left, you can see all the way through Lone Rock. Some say that looks like the silhouette of a wedding bell. I think it looks a little bit more like this. Drinking a little bit too much river water the day he named this, but to be honest, it's not what I see when I look at this. You see, doesn't this look a little bit more like the south end of an elephant? It's even got a little tail. I guess it could be 2 tails. There's that little tree hanging down, and then there's that piece of rock wedged between the butt cheeks. That's for you to decide. Then the rock on the left, this is called Grotto Island. is another word for caves. There's some large caves that run through that thing. And what's kind of interesting about that, the Native Americans used to use Grotto Island for fishing. They'd come in here late at night and they'd light a fire inside the cave. The light from the fire would trick fish into coming to the surface to feed. They think it's morning. And then when they come to the surface, they could easily be speared. And if you look on the roof of Grotto Island, you can still see some soot from the fires that they used to light. Right, about 15 feet up underneath that rock ledge, you might be able to see there's a bunch of little mud nests. Those mud nests are built by a bird called the Venezuelan cliff and bank swallow. There's plenty of those flying around in the dells. They're just all over the place. Well, they migrate to the dells from South America every year. They are only in the dells for
Getting ready to get off. We're done with the duck tour and it was wonderful. I'll see you, Roxy, soon.